All right, let's get right into it. If you're a trader, I bet you know this feeling all too well. You're constantly jumping from one so-called holy grail strategy to the next, just desperate to find the one that finally works. It's just so frustrating, right? And honestly, it can get crazy expensive. But here's the thought. What if the problem isn't all those different strategies? What if it's the way we're approaching them? Get this. The person whose work we're digging into today tried 47 different strategies. No, that's not a typo. 47. Can you imagine? Every single one promised the moon, but you know what? None of them delivered consistently. It's the perfect example of what traders call strategy hopping. And the price tag for all that hopping? A whopping 1.5 lakh rupees just gone, down the drain. We're not just talking about wasted time here. We're talking about real, hard-earned cash just disappearing into thin air while you're hunting for that magic system. So, does any of this sound a little too familiar? If you're nodding your head right now, you're in the right place. Stick with me, because today we are going to cut right through all that noise. We're going from chaos to clarity, and we're going to do it by breaking down a proven toolkit of strategies. Yeah, this is what we call the strategy hopping trap. And believe me, it snares almost every single new trader. But here's the good news. The solution isn't about finding that one magic bullet. It's about building a small, powerful toolkit of strategies that you know inside and out. So here it is. This is the 5-strategy toolkit we're going to unpack, and it comes straight from our source. Now, these aren't just 5 random ideas thrown together. Oh no. Each one is tailor-made for a specific market condition, and this is the really important part, for a specific kind of trader. So let's dive in and break them down. First up, we've got gap trading. This is all about cashing in on those big overnight moves. You know, when a stock opens way higher or way lower than it closed the day before, that's usually because of some big news or an earnings report. The whole idea here is to ride the wave of that initial powerful move. So who is this for? We're calling this trader the morning sprinter. If you're the kind of person who's laser-focused in that first hour or two of the market, and maybe you don't have a huge amount of capital to play with, this is totally your sweet spot. The moves happen fast, and you can be in and out before lunch. Okay, next up, breakout trading. Picture this. A stock's price is bouncing between a ceiling, we call that resistance, and a floor, which is support. With the strategy, you're waiting for the price to literally punch through that ceiling or break down through that floor. Especially with a big rush of volume. That's your signal to jump in, betting that the move has just begun. And this one? This is for the patient sniper. This is not about being in the action all the time. Nope. This is for the trader who has the discipline to just sit and wait, maybe for hours, maybe even for days, for that one perfect A+ setup to line up in their sights. All right, now for a really, really powerful one, the VWAP Pullback. VWAP, that stands for Volume Weighted Average Price. The easiest way to think about it is as the true average price for the day because it factors in how much volume was traded at each price. The big guys, the institutions, they watch this level like a hawk, and you can too by playing the bounces right off of it. This strategy is an absolute dream come true for the technical analyst. If you're someone who just loves clear, simple, rule-based systems, this is your jam. And get this. According to our source, this one has the highest success rate of all 5, somewhere between 70 and 75%, simply because it's so systematic. Okay, let's shift gears completely. Now we're talking about momentum trading. This is the high-octane, fast and furious stuff. You're basically jumping on a freight train that's already moving at full speed. We're talking about stocks that are flying in one direction, usually thanks to some huge news. It's definitely high risk, but man, the potential rewards can be massive. But listen up, this is not for the faint of heart, and it's not for beginners or part-timers. This is the playground of the full-time pro. It requires you to be glued to your screen, making split-second decisions, and you absolutely need a bigger chunk of capital to handle the risk that comes with it. And last but not least, we have reversal trading. This is the ultimate go-against-the-grain strategy. You see a stock that's shooting for the moon and everyone is buying, you're the one looking for signs that it's running out of steam and about to turn around. You're betting against the herd. This is a strategy for the experienced contrarian. It takes some serious skill to spot those subtle little clues that a trend is exhausted. I'll be honest, it's a lower probability trade, but when you get it right, The risk-to-reward ratio can be absolutely incredible.
Okay, so there you have it. Those are the 5 tools in our toolkit. But having the tools is only half the battle. Knowing which one to pick up for the job, well, that's everything. So how on earth do you choose?
Well, this chart right here is your cheat sheet. This is your decision-making framework. So let's walk through it. First things first, look at that trader profile column. Just read through those descriptions and find the one that makes you go, hey, that's me. Are you a beginner who loves rules? Okay, your eyes should be locked on VWAP Pullback. Now just slide across that row. Notice it has the highest success rate. Or maybe you're a part-timer with a smaller account? Then check out gap trading. See how the capital needed and the typical success rates change for each one? Look at momentum trading. It needs the most capital and has the lowest win rate, but it also has that potential for huge rewards. The whole point here is to find yourself on this chart. That's your starting point.
Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about, finding your trading personality. I'm telling you, you could have the best strategy on planet Earth, but if it doesn't match who you are, how much time you can commit, and what your stomach can handle when it comes to risk, it's just not going to work. Now, you might be looking at a chart like this and thinking, wow, do I need to learn all 5 of these right now? And the answer is no, absolutely not. This right here is the personal allocation of a pro trader from our source material. But here's the secret. They didn't start out juggling all 5. They started by mastering 1. VWAP is their bread and butter, their go-to. The rest? That's a portfolio of skills they built up over years and years of practice. And that brings us to what might just be the single most important point of this whole thing. Before you can even dream about consistent profits, you have to focus on one thing and one thing only: mastery. So here you go. These are the golden rules to finally escape that strategy hopping trap once and for all. So listen up. Rule number 1, pick one. Just one strategy from that chart that fits your personality and commit to it. Become an expert. Rule number 2, before you put a single rupee of real money on the line, you must paper trade for at least 2 weeks. Seriously, this is non-negotiable. Number 3, track every single trade you take. Write it down in a journal. The data doesn't lie. It will tell you exactly what's working and what's not. And finally, rule number 4, the most important rule in all of trading. Never, and I mean ever, risk more than 2% of your account on any single trade. I don't care how perfect the setup looks. And we're going to leave you with this powerful thought from our source. Consistency beats complexity every single time. So stop looking for some secret, complicated system. The real path to making money in the markets is paved with consistency. Just master one thing, do it over and over again, flawlessly. Let that become the bedrock of your entire trading career.